Hello, welcome. This is Daily Tarot Card Reading, sending lots of love and peace to you wherever you are on Gaia. Thank you for subscribing. So we're going to do a health, wealth and abundance reading today. And I split it into two readings now. So we're going to do the health reading and then do the abundance reading. And I think it comes out better like that. So let's go for it. Okay, so doing the health reading first. Just connecting into spirit within. Let's see what we're getting. Okay, current health. Spirit is saying that current health is very good, actually. And we've got here the King of Pentacles. So you're getting your health back on track. You are getting your well-being back on track here with the King of Pentacles. The more solid and the more stable you're becoming, the better your health is. Remember, we have multiple timelines that exist, and so if you choose a very solid frequency, you're choosing a solid timeline, and you can flick from a very unhealthy timeline into a very healthy timeline like that. And it's just literally lining up with it vibrationally by being centered in spirit. And so there looks to be vast improvement here. This reading, well, all my readings are for whenever you watch them, really. But this one is really for sort of Thursday, Friday, to be honest with you. Yeah, so let's have a look. So there's plenty going on here. There's a speeding up of events, and this is health improving. Like, you can hear in my voice that I'm not actually feeling too good at the moment, so I'm really glad to see this. I'm purging at the moment because I'm purging out an old timeline, and so it's all purging out of me. But we're choosing a more solid timeline. There'll be lots going on. There's going to be rapid progress here with our health improving. Okay, so past issues affecting the present. What's been going on is Three of Pentacles. You know, you are basically building up from scratch. You've been building up from scratch for a while now, and now you're starting to build a bit of momentum. And what you're finding is people cooperating with you and beginning to help you with this. Now, it's still the beginning phases, but where you hit rock bottom, where you started off from scratch, you have been going for a while now, building up. Okay, we all have collectively on this channel. So a bit of momentum starting to build for us, and people will be cooperating with us, but it has kind of affected our health, you know, because we kind of went through a phase of, you know, like the tower moment. You know, we've been through, you know, crisis point. We've been through everything breaking down, starting from complete scratch. It's going to be different for all of us when that kind of really happens. For me, it was 3 years ago. So I would say we're roughly all around the same sort of time frame, give or take a couple of years. You know, this is so the past issues affecting the present is the fact that we have been building up from scratch. We've changed our lives dramatically, and it's taken a lot of energy. It's taken a lot of work to do that, and that's why our health is kind of affected now, because obviously it can take a toll on the body when you're completely reforming your life. And I know those of you that watch this channel regularly, that is basically the journey you've been on. You know, it was the difficulty in making decisions, you know, and making the right decisions, and making decisions sometimes that weren't quite right, because when you're in that change in your life where everything just completely goes to ground zero, everything completely gets decimated and you've got to build up from scratch. You know, there's lots of decisions to be made, too much mind activity, the ego goes into overdrive, fear-based thoughts come up. And what Tarot is saying is the past has affected how our health is right now, because we've had so much, you know, to build up from. And we had to make decisions. And sometimes maybe those decisions were delayed. Sometimes those decisions might not have been the best decisions. But you know, it takes time, doesn't it, to build yourself back up from scratch. And it's learning the right path to take. So that's kind of the issues that have affected our health. Now, how can we improve our health? How we can improve our health is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Basically, this is about us now. You know, we've come so far from ground zero. We've been building up for a while. And it's taken its toll physically. And maybe we have made some wrong decisions along the way that weren't really fully in alignment with our truth. But now, the way to improve the health is to give back to ourselves. You know, we're holding a golden pentacle here. We're holding a golden coin. We don't want to give that golden coin to other people at the moment. We need to be giving that golden coin to ourselves, keeping it to ourselves, you know, because that is spirit. That is working with spirit. That is honouring our own energy. You know, there may have been decisions where we were too much working with other people, too much trying to build up things with other people, but now it's about building things up for ourselves. Let's have a look. You know, and being a bit rebellious here, Hierophant in reversed. Don't do what people might expect you to do. You know, do things differently, do things your way. That is what the tarot is saying with that card in reversed. You know, you're going to have to make decisions to not give to other people, to pull your energy back, to not help other people, to not give things away to other people, to not give your energy away to other people. This is now about us giving back to ourselves and being a bit rebellious, you know. Don't go with society's expectations. So, actions to improve health: liberate yourself from entrapment. If you are trapped or stuck in any kind of situation, if you have negative mind patterns, if you have bad habits that are dragging you down, if you have karmic patterns you know you need to break, if you are too much in the mind, if you are in a relationship where you know it's toxic, if you know you're in a situation at work that you're not happy with, it's now time to free yourself. And if you free yourself, you are going to directly improve your health, okay? So yeah, and the card on top, I mean, I was just going to shuffle, but there's a card just sitting there on top in the upright position so I can see it. Walk away. You've got to walk away, and you've got to free yourself from whatever has been keeping you stuck or trapped, okay? And I know that's hard. If you find it hard, book in with me. I will help you because I understand what it's like. Now, immediate changes. The immediate changes are that you are going to have to blag it a little bit. You're going to have to act like you are okay. And deep down, you may not be okay, because we've got here the Seven of Swords. This person has got, you know, some good grounding. They do kind of know what they're doing, but they're still quite vulnerable, and they're kind of having to create an impression that they know what they're doing when really they're still not very stable. And that's kind of like where we're at right now, okay? You're gonna have to pull back from somebody, or pull back from situations, or pull back from bad habits. I don't like to use the word bad, but you know what it's just the easiest way to say what I'm describing. Because all habits serve a purpose. They all help to our survival at the time. So I'm not saying they're bad habits. I'm not saying they're anything to be ashamed of. You know, we're all full of light and dark. But now we want to reduce our karma down. We want to end the suffering. We want to transcend. We want to move to a deeper state of consciousness. We want a higher consciousness quality life. So we're going to have to move away from certain things that are not good for us. And that is not going to be easy, you know. It is an immediate change that needs to be made. Deciding not to go forward with something. Page of Wands in reversed. You know, deciding you're no longer going to go forward with this habit or this pattern or this person or this situation. And if you do that, that's going to improve your health, right? Right, so the state of mind about physical health. Okay, it's Page of Wands reversed again. You know, I don't think we're particularly happy with our health at the moment. Or like when I say health, I mean obviously mental health, emotional health, physical health, any type of health really to do with our bodies, emotional, intellectual, spiritual bodies, mental bodies. You know, not overly happy, probably a bit tired. Let's have a look. Yeah, any decisions that need to be made about your health, you know, you're waiting on. You're waiting on decisions to do with your health. You're waiting on seeing what's going to happen with your mental and emotional, physical health. It is really at the moment, all you can do at the moment in terms of your emotional and physical health is pull back from anything that's not resonating, pull back from anything that you know is keeping you stuck, and basically give back to yourself and don't give to other people right now. So path to start feeling better. Let go of the past. Look at this, 6 of Cups. You've been holding on to the past memories that were very meaningful and special to you, but you've got to let them go. The 6 of Cups in reversed. And I know that's hard. It is hard when you've got special memories with somebody and you don't want to let them go, or you might have special memories to do with a family member. But, you know, there's no point in communicating with this person anymore. There's no point in trying to make something happen that's in the past, because it's in the past. It's not going to be recreated the same now. And that is a very deep learning to go through. My ego always wants to repeat things that I've enjoyed in the past. And my ego goes into a bit of a dream world and thinks that I can recreate a scenario that was really lovely that happened a year ago or, you know, 6 months ago. But unfortunately, that's not life, you know, and the universe is always expanding and there's always renewal. So it's just the ego wants to recreate the past. To start feeling better, you now have to let go of the past. You have to free yourself from whatever's keeping you stuck and free yourself from the past. And just really practice, watch a lot of Eckhart Tolle, I would say. Really practice being in the present moment, seeing the beauty in spirit within you, feeling the beauty of spirit around you, being in the present moment, you know, because that's a really good spiritual practice. It's really the only spiritual practice we can have, because it's only in the present moment that we can find spirit. And this is going to be the road to better health for you. Now, the outcome card, you're taking your power back. This is really kind of amazing because this is very similar to the relationship reading we had the other day where I was really tired, and I'm sorry about that. I did say yesterday, I explained in all the videos yesterday that my daughter had been sick in the night and it was a nightmare. And I was really tired, but the message of the reading was amazing because it was about us taking our power back on this channel. It was about us getting in touch with our true essence and being really real to who we actually are, to spirit. You know, we can't put on a false persona. The ego, it won't work anymore. We have to be our true nature, our true, just natural spirit that we are. And this is now, oh my gosh, my dog, are you all right? He's coughing. I think he's got a sore throat. Is your throat dry? Little Gilbert. Yeah, taking power back. Now it's going to affect somebody. It might affect a few people that you're taking your power back, but that was in the relationship reading and it's coming up here again as the outcome. So I think at the moment, for anyone who watches this channel regularly, you know you're my soul family, you know we're all working on a very similar frequency, you know we're all rebuilding our lives up to try and be more in alignment with spirit, more in alignment with our authenticity, you know, to block out the matrix, not to subscribe to society, but to be the true spirit we are. And that means taking our power back. And this is now the time. This is now the time. This is where we're at in terms of where our development is. Now, you may feel disappointed as you take your power back, because when we free ourselves from old habits or situations, we can pine because we're seeing the things that we used to love and we're wishing we could go back to those things that we loved. But Spirit is saying now, if you want to improve your health and well-being, this is what you have to do. And basically, when you do it, you're gonna find that certain people are affected, but you are going to be receiving something beautiful. Can you see this rainbow going into this bowl? You're going to receive something beautiful, okay? And it's going to come to you because you're finally getting yourself in alignment, because you're not allowing yourself to be tempted by the old patterns anymore. Spirit is going to bring you something beautiful, and you don't have to go searching for it. You don't have to go looking for it. This thing, whatever it is, whether it's love, I don't know, whether it's something you've been waiting for, something you've been wanting, whatever it is, it's beautiful, and Spirit is going to bring it to you, you know. But all you've got to do in order to receive it is you have to stop doing the things that you've been doing, okay, and then you will receive. So that is the message to do with the health. Now we're going to go into the abundance, right? So your relationship with allowing abundance. Okay, so now you haven't been too happy with your abundance levels, particularly to do with love, right? How to get into an alignment with this? You need to make a decision. You need to be very firm on the decisions that you're making. And I think that very much correlates with the health reading we've just done. You know, pulling back from what is not resonating and moving forward. You've got to make a decision on that, because your relationship with abundance hasn't been too good, particularly to do with love. So you need to now make a firm decision. You need to really fall in love with yourself. You really need to get in touch with your own spirit. Page of Cups reversed. Look inside yourself, you know, like what we said in the health reading with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You need to give yourself your own golden coin. Stop giving it away to others. Feel your own beautiful spirit. Get in touch with your own beautiful spirit. That is going to start giving you a much more higher state of consciousness and a state of enlightenment when it comes to your perspective on abundance. You will start to see and feel abundance very differently. The deeper you get connected to self, the deeper you get connected to spirit, because you're pulling your attention away from people or situations that were draining you. Then you start to connect deeper with the self, you start to connect deeper with spirit, and that means you start to have a more enlightened perspective on abundance. The current blessing to be grateful for is that you do have some very, very exciting inspirations in your life at the moment, in your mind, in your life. You know there's some ideas that you can follow, and they may be challenges, but they are very inspiring and they're meant for you. These ideas are meant for you, and you know there's like an inner calling. So, you know, there is a current blessing to be grateful for, because Spirit is working through you and bringing you information on what your next steps need to be, you know, in terms of your life purpose, right? So that is the blessing, because you are receiving that information. All you've got to do is make a firm decision to pull back from the things that haven't been serving you. What you need to do to pull your energy back into creating abundance is stop fear-based thoughts. And stopping fear-based thoughts will naturally occur as you take your attention and energy away from the habits and the patterns and the people that haven't been serving you. You put your love into yourself. You're going to see abundance very differently because you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it all coming from spirit. And then the fear-based thoughts drop away. And that is how you're going to attract the abundance. So whatever pattern or situation you've been locked into that you now need to free yourself from, that is the main message of this whole video. Pull back from what has not been serving you. And if you do that, your health is going to improve and your abundance levels are going to improve, okay? So that's the message today. I'm sending you so much love and peace across Gaia wherever you are. And if you would like to book in with me, please do. Just contact me. I'll put the link, well, not the links, but I'll put the different ways you can contact me below. And I'm sending you lots of love, lots of peace for your Thursday.